It's 7 a.m. on a Tuesday morning, and this is a very typical van life day for us. Winter season is slowly coming to an end. The little bit of snow this morning is actually now melting. Soon we'll have to make plans to go back to the Netherlands. But he's not much of a morning person. I don't mind waking up early. I actually prefer starting my day in silence. Of course, I'm not always motivated to start the day like this, but it always feels good when I do. Jonathan should be awake by this time. After my yoga session, I give him his coffee. And then it's already time to start my job. I work 24 hours per week as an online marketeer for a fully remote marketing agency. If only my colleagues knew what is going on in the background. One of those things you have to deal with living together in a small space.
I'm definitely not a morning person. Or I just lack the motivation to start today. But living together in a small space means that if she's awake, I'm awake. Or at least half awake. I don't know how she does it. I wish I was as disciplined as she is. Also do something like go for a run or film the sunrise, or at least something more than waiting for my coffee to arrive. But I do love it when she gives me coffee. It's not every morning, but sometimes I wake up with some new ideas. And if so, this is when I write them down. Then I make the bed, because we have a deal that last one leaving the bed has to make the bed, but I always feel a bit awkward climbing out of bed, especially when she's in a video call. If needs be, I could also work from home, but lately I enjoy working somewhere else. I'd like to be outside for a bit, meeting other people, and just to be able to come home after work.
I like working from home, for all the obvious reasons. But working from home also means seeing all the things that have to be done. Especially in a small space. At this point, you're probably wondering, where's all the epic van life stuff I see people do on Instagram? Well, van life can certainly have all that epic stuff. But for the most days, it's actually quite mundane. Time to do some household chores. Actually, we didn't plan on having a washing machine. It was sort of a last-minute idea when we saw this particular model that would fit perfectly above the toilet. Being able now to wash our clothes at home saves a lot of time. Time to do the things we like doing, such as snowboarding, for example. But before that, let's prep a meal for when we come back starving. I actually like to do this with an audiobook, but for this video, music makes more sense. I really appreciate the size of our kitchen. Being able to cook just like in a normal house and to have all the space for kitchen utilities makes life so much more enjoyable for me. We've built our kitchen on a plateau so that we have a lot of storage underneath. Hey Siri, turn on the spotlights. This allows us to store a lot of food to avoid going to the supermarket often and enables us to stay longer in places like these.
I can already smell the food outside when returning home. But before entering and taking off my shoes, I often have to first run an errand. Then, it's time I'm doing my daily chore. And then it's time for a snowboard session. Van life can be epic indeed. Then we return, have dinner, drink a glass of wine, light a fire, record a podcast, brush our teeth, do something chill and go to sleep.